Hey, how's it going, everybody? This is MegaShadowFist, and welcome to my next Let's Go Random. For this Let's Go Random, I'm doing Sonic Heroes. Why Sonic Heroes, you might ask? Let me go ahead and hit the start button. There is no game data on your Xbox. Create game data 01. Yes, please create. Why Sonic Heroes, you might ask? Well, yesterday, at least at the time I'm recording this on June 24th, yesterday is June 23rd, that marked the 24th anniversary of Sonic the Hedgehog, because, yeah, it was released on June 23rd, 1991, and I remember back during the 17-year anniversary, there was like an acoustic cover of the Sonic Heroes theme song, so I thought, you know, I remember seeing that, so I thought, you know what, I should do that for my next Let's Go Random. Since I finished Eternal Sonata a day too early, I have to record something to fill up that Monday slot so that, you know, I can have everything going according to plan. So we're doing Sonic Heroes. So I guess what we're going to do first, I'm recording this on my 360, by the way, so if anything looks a little weird, that's why. It seems like the 360 sometimes has this trouble loading some Xbox games. I could play it on my original Xbox, but it only exports in 480p. Which wouldn't change the graphical quality itself, but the clarity of the video would be a problem, so I use my 360 since it does 720p. Affirmative. Affirmative. We're going to be playing as Team Dark because that's the first team that I played as when I first started the game. So cutscene.
This must be it. I found Eggman's secret treasure.
Eradicate all Eggman robots.
Hey, hold up! Now I get it. Now I know what this is all about. You're mad at Eggman for sealing you in this room. And you can't remember anything, can you? Then it's settled. Now you two make up so we can start looking for Eggman together. Oh yeah, baby, this makes us a team.
And that's the Team Dark introduction, so now we're going to start out at Seaside Hills. Actually, I have a little bit of a history with the game. I used to consider it to be very hard. In fact, it wasn't... Hold on.
Warning. Immediate destruction if distracted.
Hope you can keep up with me.
I forgot that there's like always like a little cutscene that starts out when you first start these missions in story mode, but I actually did not beat the game for my first time until last year, actually, 2014, at least the time I'm recording this. I have owned the game since 2004, and let's get into that for a little bit, tell a little bit of my history. Now, this is a game that I really wanted, because I was always into Sonic the Hedgehog. Like I said, I consider it to be one of like the first games that I ever... Sonic the Hedgehog 2 to be on the Sega Genesis to be one of the first games that I ever... Oops, that's X to do a spin dash. To ever play. And then with Sonic Adventure 2, I was like really hooked on the Sonic train, right? So I was like... so I was really excited for this game. And so for my 9th birthday in 2004, I wanted to get this game, but I couldn't find it for some reason. Like, whenever I looked for this game, all I could find were the GameCube version and the GameCube version and the PS2 version, which is a pretty big tragedy considering that apparently the PS2 version is inferior to the GameCube and Xbox version in every way, like all sorts of like frame drop and everything. Because this game actually runs in 60 FPS, but I don't think the PS2 version does, or if it does, it's like really choppy. Although I don't think anyone really cared for 60 FPS at the time. That's just how it was. Now, for my 9th birthday, I decided to get Spider-Man 2, and then I told my mom, I was like, oh, I wanted Spider-Man 2, but also, I also kind of wanted Sonic Heroes, but I couldn't find it. She's like, oh, why didn't you tell me that? So, a couple of days later, I get a package in the mail from one of a family friend of ours, and, a family friend of ours, and it was like a USPS box. I opened it up, and the first thing I saw, I knew that it was a video game. The first thing I saw was like the background. I couldn't see Sonic or Tails or Knuckles' character model. I could only see the background, which was the sky. So I was thinking, is this like some type of like airplane game or something? Like, I don't think, did the original Xbox have any like airplane games? I'm pretty sure that Ace Combat was like PlayStation exclusive, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure it was, so like, I don't know. So then I saw it, and I opened it up, and then I could see Sonic's character model, and I got super excited. I saw Tails and Knuckles, and I was like, oh, I finally get to play this game. Well, it should be noted that at like the local PX, because there's a military base I live near, they had like an Xbox that you could demo, and I played the demo for Sonic Heroes beforehand, but I couldn't find the actual game. Oh, almost everyone's level 3. And so I opened it up, and I guess you got it from EB Games or something, which are actually quite prominent in the Midwest area, because I was living in Ohio at the time. I'd say that, I'm not quite sure about now, but back then EB Games were a lot more prevalent than GameStop's. And it said, this is an empty case, please see a sale clerk for the full game. Right, and instantly I thought that I just got like the case and not the game itself, because I don't know, I just didn't have common sense at the time. Like I just thought that, you know, if it was an empty game, they should have removed the sticker, but I don't know. And so then after like my little paranoia waned off, and I realized that actually I did get the full game, I instantly put in my Xbox and I played as Team Dark, because Shadow, for those of you who don't know, in the Sonic the Hedgehog series is definitely one of my favorite characters. Oops. Like, I don't know what I said in Sonic Mega Collection Plus. I believe I ordered it Shadow, Tails, Knuckles? It's something like that. Like, Shadows, Tails, and Knuckles I would say are my top 3, but I don't know. It depends on the day. Sometimes I change it. It depends on my mood, I suppose. And yeah, so I instantly went into this game, and, like, it was just so cool, because, like, I had, the demo for, the Xbox version that I played. You could only play as Sonic, Team Sonic, and you could only do this level, Seaside Hill. So, I did this. I guess I should tell you that even though like all the teams go through like the same things, they're a little different. Like, Team Dark is considered like the hard mode, Team Sonic is considered medium, Team Rose is considered easy, and Team Chaotix is just like treasure hunting stuff. It's a little different. It's a little different actually, and I think Team Chaotix can actually take sometimes the longest, depending. And so, yeah, I should explain. We're in this like cart thing. It's quite interesting. If you take damage in that cart, you actually lose. You lose your party members, right? So the first to go, I believe, is your speed character. So you start going slower, and then you lose your flying character, so you're unable to jump. Or you either lose your flying character or your power character. Your power character allows you to go from side to side. Your flying character allows you to jump, and your speed character allows you to go fast. And the more you get hit, the less you're able to do, and it makes it harder and harder. So the game really punishes you for stuff like that. This game is actually very slippery. I should admit, this is considered to be one of the slipperiest 3D Sonic games out there. After having played it for frickin' 11 years now, or nearly. Nearly. Did I just jump through the... Okay. After playing it for nearly 11 years, I'm pretty used to it, but if you're not used to this game, you will know that the speed characters are incredibly slippery. You want to be very careful with the power characters, because like you could easily like knock yourself off the ring. It's just... I don't know. But I beat the game last year. What inspired me to do so is because a friend of mine, Kratos, he did a playthrough of the game because that was what was voted for. And so I was like, okay, you know what? I haven't beaten this game. I might as well. Oh, we got the special stage. But this is a stage 1, so it's not going to be a Chaos Emerald stage. I hate these. Oh, actually, the first one's not too bad. The first one's not too bad, but like once you get to like the end of things. By the way, in order to unlock the final ending for this game, what you have to do is you have to beat the story, all 4 story modes, and then you have to get the Chaos Emeralds. And the only way that you can do that is if you collect a key. And once you collect the key, you cannot take damage, otherwise you will lose the key. You need to get to the end of the game without taking damage, or well, actually, I believe there's usually about 3 keys per stage. Once you get to the end of the second stage of each area, of each zone, which next one will be Ocean Palace for us, you have to go through this, then you have to race super fast and pass the Chaos Emerald to collect it. Now, this one, the first stages are actually pretty easy because there's like, there's no obstacles, but the more that the farther you get in, the more obstacles you get, and it gets freaking ridiculous, because like, you lose so much momentum in this game if you get hit, so it's just like, especially in like the latter stages, like if you get hit even once, you can count that Chaos Emerald goodbye, because there's no way you're getting it, man. It's just freaking ridiculous, man. I don't understand. That's actually where most of the frustration came from unlocking the final stages, because like people have like different strategies for it. Like some people say, oh, you should play as Team Rose, because like they have the shortest stages, so that way if you fell, you know, you can just go through like a quick 2-3 minute stage and then do it all over again. Now that's true, but Team Rose is actually also the slowest team. So if you make a mistake, you're like it's the most severe, and that's what makes Chaotix's playthrough of that game so annoying, because he just made those Chaos Emerald sections look so easy, but it's really not. And I know that it's not just me, because like I looked it up, there are like full game fact strategies for how to get through the Chaos Emerald section. I watched some Call Me Johnny's review of it, and he was complaining about it. Chaotix just made it look so freaking easy. It made me mad. Anyway. Now we're here at Ocean Palace. Now this
place is really beautiful.
Primary target is Eggman. Don't forget it.
I remember playing this stage for the first time because I had already, like I said, I'd already played Seaside Hill before because it's kind of weird playing with a 360 controller, actually. I don't know. I'm used to playing on an original Xbox controller, but like I said, I'm playing on my 360 instead of my original Xbox because clarity of the video, because the video will come out a bit clearer since it records, since the 360 exports in 720p instead of well, it actually goes up to 1080p, but my capture card can only record up to 720p. At least with my laptop, I've seen people record in like 1080i with it, but I don't know. I don't like interlaced graphics. I like my what do you call it? There's I is interlaced, P is parallel? I don't think it's parallel. Anyway, whatever the case would be, what was I saying? So that's why like I don't have like a clear game data or anything. This is pretty much the beginning of the game, which I mean doesn't really bother me too much because I'd pretty much be showing the beginning of the game anyway, regardless if I use my clear game data or not. But yeah, and I was just so excited. I was like, whoa, this is cool. I hear the music, it was different and everything, and it was just amazing. Now back then, I actually didn't understand the whole level up system. As you can see, like each character has like 3 dots under them, and the white dots mean that you've leveled up. So right now, Omega is level 3, Rouge is level 1, and Shadow is level 3. Now, the higher level you go, the more that you can do. Like, right now, if we're Omega, now that we're level 3, when we do this, we can shoot out missiles. We couldn't do that before. Actually, I believe when we're level 0, all we can do is this. That's all we could do. And there wouldn't be any fire. Shadow is a lot more powerful of a homing attack with level 3. Like, the characters get a lot better. It's an interesting little element, but I didn't quite know about that. That's not something that I mean, I knew about the level up system, but I didn't quite know how it worked until a lot more recently, actually. And that will actually lead to, I believe we can do at least one more Team Dark stage before we continue. I don't know. Should I make this like a 30-minute video, like a 20-minute video? I think I'm going to make this like 30 minutes. I don't know. However long I feel like I should make it. Where was I going with this? But yeah, like I didn't quite understand how that works, and that actually leads to an interesting thing, because there are these poles that you can use to like traverse through things, like to you jump on them and then you spin up and then you like go to a certain, like if you play the game you should know what I'm talking about. When you're level 3, you can just simply homing attack into it, and that'll cause, and you can do it, like you can go up the pole. But if you're not level 3, you have to use a tornado. Now, I didn't know about that, actually. I thought that you could do it, like, I remember getting, like, the hint bubble saying, oh, if you homing attack into the pole, you can get whatever. whatever it's called. You can go up the pole. So I tried that, and then I died, and then I tried it again, because like when you die, like, oh, your level's reset. I couldn't go up, and I just didn't know what was going on. So like, for like the longest time, I just didn't trust the ability to homing attack into whatchamacallits, actually. Actually, one thing I should tell you guys is this is an interesting one. If you're with team, like, sometimes you'll see poles that are like upside down. If your team rows, you don't instantly like attach to the pole after you do your tornado. So after you do your tornado, you can actually go up the pole with anybody. I've done it, and actually you can do this with Team Chaotix too, because you don't just, because like, I don't know, it's like like all of the pole recognizes is like, oh, like a tornado's been cast on it, so you're able to go up it, and you can go up it with. And then, once the character attaches to it, they just treat it as like any other speed character, and then there you go. Now, I always hated this place because, like, the controls are a little slippery, and it's very easy to die, so... Okay, I got through it just fine. Good. By the way, with level 3 Shadow, we can just, like, knock people's, like, shields off, no problem. Oh, no, no! Okay, that was... No, no, no! No! Ah, dang it. This game. And now we're back to level 0 basic bullcrap. Ah, dang it. Screw you, Shadow the Hedgehog, frickin' ultimate life form. Pfft, fake? Ha! You're not even good enough to be my fake. I'll make you eat those words. Yeah, as you can see, it's getting... Not even our power character can break through that shield, like, super easily. That's how this game works. You have to be careful. No, be careful! Yeah, these guys are... Playing as, like, power characters is always a frickin' risk, because it's very easy to fall off with those guys. Alright, jump! Will we make it? Yes, we will, because it's designed to overshoot it, so that way, even if you don't have any, like, speed going on at all, you'll still make the jump. That's this game's way of making it fair. Shadow's already level... Ooh, I haven't even shown off the Team Blast mechanic, have I? I mean, I'm assuming that most of you guys have played this game before. I doubt that there are very many of you guys that that haven't, but... And the off chance that there are, you know, I probably should show it off at some point. I mean, because, I don't know, I can't assume that everyone's played, like, Sonic. Okay, so next time we go to that area, I'm just gonna go with, like, Shadow, because, you know, as you can see, playing as, like, the power character is a bit of... Oh, unfortunately, you go into dark. Oh! No, please do not die. This game can be... Why am I taking the time to kill everybody? I actually, like, physically do not need to kill all these guys. I'm just doing it because I can, apparently. In fact, I don't even need to do that. I could just fly over it with, like, my flying character. And then we go... Oop. Go to Shadow. I don't think your character, like, the character that you play as really matters when you go on, like, a speed boost. But, you know, I just go with the speed character just because...
Shadow and I are transformed into fireballs that Omega shoots at enemies.
Mm-hmm. Let's see, what is this? Wasn't there something? Yeah, there was that. Okay. By the way, the character, you should, one way to guarantee a level up is, like, hitting a... That was actually perfectly timed, Rouge. Is, like, hitting a goal point, or a checkpoint, with a certain character. Like, if you go over the a checkpoint with Shadow, Shadow's gonna level up. If you go over it with Omega, Omega's gonna level up, so on and so forth. So if you're max leveled out and you on one character and you want to level up someone else, it's probably a good idea to switch to a different character when you go to the next save goal point, whatever. Not goal point, but checkpoint.
Do your thing.
No, Omega, don't do your thing. Okay. By the way, you don't switch characters while you're in the air. You can't do that, so one of those things. Actually, one thing I noticed about this game, right? If you're flying in the air, Rouge has like a fly meter, right? It only changes if you move. Like, it only goes down if you move, right? Now, one thing I noticed is that if you get hurt in the air, it's not gonna work, but if you get hurt in the air, like, the game counts as you touching the ground. Like, the only way that you can reset the meter is by touching the ground, but if you get hurt while in the air, the game acts as if you touch the ground, so if you get hurt in the air, you can start the the meter all over again. That's the only way that I could get past the final cannon in Final Fortress Team Dark. Like you're supposed to, like, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to, like, go down, like, these rails as fast as possible, get as much speed and momentum as you could, but I couldn't. I legitimately could not. And, like, no matter how hard I tried, I would just die and die and die. And this is just like last year, ladies and gentlemen, when I did this, and it was going so bad. It was going so bad that I pretty much memorized the stage and I could perfect it by the end. The final stage with Team Dark, I could perfect, ladies and gentlemen. And so I just couldn't build up speed, so I just used Tails, or I used Rouge. I built up as much speed as I could. I got to the end. I used Rouge. I flew up into the air, didn't move, and so then I would fly over, because like when you're like a fly character, you could fly over the beam, but you're going so fast that you have to move because of momentum. So then the meter falls, and then I hit the beam, and then it acts as if I touch the ground. I jump up into the air again, build up the meter, and then that second one should outlast the beam. That's how I managed to get past that. Freaking had to exploit the game's weaknesses. Now we have a boss, Egg Falcon.
So you're the ones who are playing games with my army.
Primary
Or
target
Egghawk.
detected. Destroy Dr. Eggman.
You must be Omega. Is that any way to treat your creator? Now witness your master's real power.
Egghawk. Yay.
Dr. Eggman.
We're talking to you, Doctor.
This is revenge. Time to pay, Eggman.
Yep. Now, I used to, like, I remember when I first played this game, I thought the music for this was so cool. So cool. No, that's Knuckles. Knuckles, too cool. I just thought it was so cool. That's just how it is. Initiate rotary attack! Now, one thing I should mention is that this is the last game to be dubbed by the original Sonic voice cast before they switched to the 4Kids with Sonic or Shadow the Hedgehog. I actually didn't know that because Tails sounded different in this game than he did in Sonic Adventure 1 and 2. So I just assumed that this is when they started this is when they switched to the 4Kids dub, but actually no, they did it with Shadow the Hedgehog, which came out in 2005. Also a game that I got for Christmas. I guess I'll do a Let's Go Random on that eventually. That game. I'll talk about more about that whenever I do a video on that. I don't know when I'm going to do it, but eventually. Assuming I can get it. I mean, I can always record it on my original Xbox, just that, you know, it exports in 480p, so the video won't be very clear. I won't be as clear as it possibly could be. I mean, it could render it out in 720p, but that doesn't naturally upscale it. You know, it's still going to be 480p. Just a little bit. Just the video file itself is going to look a little... It's going to be, like, clear for 80p, if that even makes sense. Yeah. You know, one thing you should know about, you know, screen resolution is that screen resolution does not always mean, like, better graphics. Like, playing this game on a 720p console or 1080p console does not magically make the graphics 720p, 1080p. And, like, you know, like, let's use, like, the PS Vita, for example. That's technically its screen is technically 544p, but, you know, most people consider it to be just as good graphically as, like, the PS3. The PS3 because of, what's it? We have your pixel density. Okay, I actually usually what I do is I just wait for them to go to the end before I attack him. Because, like, you can't really attack him like this. So let's just rush towards the end. He'll boost backwards to catch up to you, by the way, so it's not like you can, like, What? Oh, that's how that worked. Oh, by the way, if you switch to Rouge, and I guess it only works with, like, level 1? Or level 3? One thing I noticed is, like, if you were, like, the flying character, and there are rings, and you shot characters, they would instantly go to the rings and collect them. I guess it doesn't work when you're level 0. I guess we're just gonna have to wait it out. We can't be impatient. But, yeah, like, the 3DS is technically, like, 244p, but, like, because of pixel density, it's actually a lot higher. Like, the Game Boy Advance's P is technically, like, 148p, but, you know, we don't think that. Like, it's not the same as, like, watching a
This isn't the end!
This isn't the end! It's not like watching a 144p video on, like, YouTube or something. It's just how it is. Pixel density makes all the difference. I don't know where I was going with that. Alright, so, I think, should we do Chemical Plant? Chemical Plant, that's Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Should we do Grand Metropolis with Team Dark, or should we switch to it? I think we should switch to a different team. We've done enough Team Dark. But then again, I'd have to show like the other stage. Yeah, well, this is gonna be a Team Dark centric place because like if I switch to like the other teams, it'd pretty much still be the same stage. So, whatever.
So, that Eggman is behind all of this.
Whatever it takes, he's mine. Any objections?
Negative.
Is this the energy plant?
That red liquid is being traded at high prices.
Eggman must have plans to control the energy.
Fun fact, actually, about this stage in particular. I freaking love this stage. With Team Sonic, like, I used to speedrun this stage, like, all the time. Like, I remember I was watching, like, actually, I got so fast, actually, that, like, I was watching, when I was watching Chaotix' playthrough of this game, back last year, he said he was trying to speed run the stage with Team Rose, and actually I told him like his time speed running with Team Rose was slower than my fastest time with Team Sonic.
Terminate all Eggman robots, regardless of their purpose.
And actually, I went back to do that stage relatively recently, a year ago when I went to beat the game, and I wanted to see like if I got rusty or anything. I could still beat the game. I could still beat it. Well, not as fast as I once could, but it was still faster than Chaotix' quote-unquote frickin' speedrun time with Team Rose. Anyway, whatever the case would be. Oh, let's show off a Team Blast. I'm using a 360 controller, so I should probably wait till we get to another set of enemies. This is the ultimate power! Boom, boom. Ah, there we go. Yeah, but I used to speedrun this all the time with Team Sonic. It was freaking ridiculous. Like, I was... Now, granted, it probably isn't as fast as, like I know, like, some real pro speedrunners would see, like, my playthroughs and they'd be like, whoa. They'd be like, whoa, you suck, what are you talking about? But for someone who doesn't know, like, any super crazy speedrunning techniques, I think that I went by it pretty quickly. Quitty prickly is what I was about to say, ladies and gentlemen. When you do speed, you do each Team Blast has like a special perk to it. Team Dark's because of Chaos Control freezes time. Team Rose, whenever you do a Team Blast, you automatically gain invincibility. Team Chaotix, when you do a Team Blast, for all the enemies that you kill, you gain coins, and coins help build up your Team Blast meter. So, like, if you're doing like Robot Carnival, Robot Storm, and you do a Team Blast, if you do it in a lot of enemies, pretty much as soon as you're finished with that Team Blast, you're gonna load up another one because of all the rings that you collected. Team Sonic, actually, you'll notice that like each Team Blast is like a cooldown time before you can like cast it again. With Team Sonic, actually during that cooldown time, if you hit like the Team Blast button, you can actually do like a mini Team Blast. Like it'll do a Team Blast, but you won't get like a super like cinematic cutscene video angle thing. That's actually something I didn't know about till I watched Cobondermanny 456's playthrough of Super Hard Mode. Because in Super Hard Mode, which is a mode that you unlock by getting A ranks on everything. A ranks on everything. You can only play as Team Sonic, so yeah, this is going on for like this is a nearly 4-hour video or 4-hour render, I should say. Yeah, after this is over, I'm gonna be finished. You know, actually, this entire video, I have not been talking about the game. I've been talking about the game, but I haven't actually been talking about the game. I've just been, I haven't been talking about like my playthrough. Like, oh, you know, I should collect some rings. Oh, I should do this. I don't know. It's kind of hard to do that when it Let's Go Random because like you're only doing one video on it, so like this one video, this is like the only chance that you get to get all of your thoughts and ideas out there. So you just have to like you try to like spew as much out as possible. Kind of hard to explain. Anyway, jump. Too cool. Now let's see. Oh, okay. So should I? Let's see. First off, we're with level 3 Rouge we can do it. Okay, so you can do this either one of two ways. You can either, now that we're level 3, we can just homing attack into it. I'm really scared about this. Just paranoia, man. But the other way is to use like your, use your tornado. Did I ever show up the tornado? Once we go to the next one, I'll show up the tornado. They could have actually used Rouge. Oh, actually, no.
I'll take it from here.
Boom! You thought you were cool, but you're not. Suck it. Did I really just say that? Okay, whatever. Tornado. There we go. That's the other way. That's the way that you do it if you're not level 3. That's the more reliable way, in my opinion. I don't trust the homing attack in this game at all, so, you know. Let's see. Now we're gonna go. Now we're gonna grind a little bit. Go around this one. Build up some feet. By the way, does like I've never known this, but like does like mashing the speed up button make you go faster, or is it better to just like? Okay. Is it better to just do that, like do once and then like that instead of just smashing it? I don't know. Oh. Okay, let's go ahead and kill you. You're dead. I think that Rouge is like, I think that like Rouge is, like, Thunder Shot, whatever you call it, like this move. I don't think that it actually has homing until you get to like level like 1 or 2 or something. Perhaps that's why I couldn't collect the rings beforehand, because like, if Rouge is a certain level, when you collect, like, if you lose rings, if you use Rouge and shoot, and there's no enemies nearby, the enemies will collect the rings. That's the best way to collect your, that's the most practical way to collect your rings, so that you, like, if you're fighting an enemy, you don't want to, like, lose them. By the way, there are, like, yellow versions of those turtles. Normally, you can't beat those with your speed character. But, once you're level 3 speed character, you can actually, beat the, oh, no, okay. Okay. Oh, no. Okay, screw it. I'm frickin'... We're going backwards. We're frickin' fly character all the way. No. Yeah, I forgot how long, like, the Team Dark stages are very long. We should, if we were playing as Team Sonic, we'd actually be getting close to the end, I think.
Come on.
Jump. Alrighty then. Do that. Oh no! I knew that was too big of a risk. Oh, okay, we're back here. Should be ending this video soon, actually.
I'll take it from here.
I'll take it from here. No, you won't, Rouge. Rouge the Bat, if that's your real name. It could, for all you know, like, Rouge the Bat could just be like, you know, she's a secret agent for Gun, right? So, like, that could just be, like, her alias. Her real name is actually, like, Veronica Sanchez. Veronica Williams. It's been a while since I've said that, huh? Like, added William to, like, the... And that's a good place to stop, I think. Yes, please. Yeah, this game can get a little on your nerves at times, but that's just, it is what it is. I really like this game. I consider it to be one of my favorite 3D Sonic games. I'd say that out of the 3, Sonic Adventure 1, 2, and Heroes, now that it's been a while and the games have been allowed to age for a little bit, I'd say that my favorite would be in this order. It'd be Sonic Adventure DX, Sonic Heroes, and then Sonic Adventure 2 last. Sonic Adventure 2 is a good game. I'm one of the few people who actually like the treasure hunting stages and shooting stages. It's just that, I don't know, it lacks the charm that Sonic Adventure... it's hard to explain. Anyway, there's the tutorial stage that you can do if you want, and there's Challenge, which is when you just... It's just basically your stage select. One thing I like to do is this. Just like seeing all the characters, like you can see, if you look, you can see Sonic and Shadow are like standing side by side. I always thought that was really cool. I don't know. And then there's 2-player, which in this game you actually cannot do 2-player unless you have a second controller put in. Please connect a second controller and press A button. I mean, I always could if I wanted to. I could just pop in my second controller, like, right now, but I'm too lazy. Extra! Now you can do the CG Theater, which is basically just allows you to, like, look at different cutscenes. Then there's the audio room where you can just, like, listen to different songs. You can hear, like, a bunch of other stuff. Jingle 3. Ah, yeah, that's like when you're, I believe when you are invincible for a little bit. But yeah, that's that. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and end things off. So, if you like this video, this series of videos, please feel free to leave a like. If that is cool, please don't forget to subscribe and join the Oven Brother today. Also, follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/MegaShadowFist. I'll be sure to leave that in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is MegaShadowFist signing out. Bye!